report is to explore the relationship between information technology outsourcing activity and social factors in Thailand. Our hope would be that as IT outsourcing to Thailand increases, it has a positive impact for the population of Thailand. We have created a literature review on information technology outsourcing and business process outsourcing to develop better understanding of the industry. Background information on Thailand, along with relevant research regarding IT outsourcing, is introduced through country attractiveness reports by consultancy firms and the Thai Chamber of Commerce. Quantitative data from the World Bank has been used to find correlations between the increase in IT outsourcing and select social data. Thailand is situated in the center of Southeast Asia, making it a gateway to China. The government has started investing in key digital infrastructures to grow the digital economy. Thailand's freedom policy has been dubbed bamboo bending with the wind, meaning it's flexible and pragmatic. They have good relations with the US, EU, and Asia. We conducted exploratory and quantitative research to derive our analysis. The three phases of our research include data collection through credible sources such as the World Bank to ensure credibility of our research, conducting multivariate analysis of the datasets to calculate the correlations. Our final step was to analyse the degree of correlation between the social factors and ITO, according to the values calculated for OR.
To analyze the social impact of ITO in Thailand specifically, we opted for two data sets. The approach adopted here was to compare values for country attractiveness and country human development data, the two data sets, and derive correlations between them. You can see the variables that we opted for in the table. Also, using Pearson's correlation formula in SPSS, the coefficient R was calculated for each, and displayed are the correlation values for all 6 human development indicators with respect to ITO that we calculated, and the findings from this research are explained in the subsequent slides. A positive correlation exists between ICT exports and education expenditure. This implies that with an increase in the ITO industry in Thailand, more people will be employed and they will have the money to afford education. Thus, the overall expenditure on education increases as more and more students will be able to afford enrollment in schools, which is again evident from the trend line as well as the scattered data on the graph. In the second case, a positive correlation again exists between ICT exports and GNI. GNI is GDP plus factor incomes earned by foreign residents minus the income earned in domestic economy by non-residents. The value of R implies that with an increase in ITO, value added by resident producers and taxes increases. When outsourcing increases in Thailand, automatically companies owned by resident producers get more work and money, which in turn can contribute to the nation's income. Furthermore, GNI includes GDP, and with an increase in jobs due to outsourcing, common people will overall earn more. Moving on, positive correlation exists between ICT exports and health expenditure. With an increase in ITO, the employees of this industry earn more money and are able to invest more in medical facilities, ensuring good health and thereby increasing the public and private expenditure on health. Furthermore, with the ITO boom, workers and employees will be able to earn money because of their jobs and would be able to afford the medical facilities required to keep their child healthy during the gestation period, and thus life expectancy at birth can increase. So, with an ITO increase, life expectancy can also increase. Unemployment has a negative correlation with ICT exports. The increase in ICT exports will lead to job creation for the unemployed, and more people will be able to work. Thus, unemployment rates can decrease over time with the increase in ITO. Furthermore, we have a final variable, poverty headcount ratio, at $3.10 a day, which is the percentage of the population living on less than $3.10 a day at 2011 international prices. The strong negative correlation between ICT exports and poverty headcount ratio implies that with an increase in ICT exports, poverty headcount ratio decreases as people will have jobs due to the outsourcing industry and thus will earn monthly salaries, thereby this ratio will decrease. In conclusion, by summarizing all the points, we find that there is a positive correlation between ICT exports and education expenditure, GNI, total health expenditure, and life expectancy at birth, while negative correlations were found to exist between ICT exports and unemployment, and ITO and poverty headcount ratio. The factors of poverty headcount ratio and total health expenditure were found to be major influencers of ITO due to their high Pearson's coefficient value. Lastly, our future work involves expanding the scope of this project to involve more social indicators for a further in-depth analysis. We aim to gather empirical data by conducting interviews, surveys, and contacting actors from this field. By interviewing some local Thai businesses or enterprises, we also would like to identify their corporate social responsibility initiatives and further research their financial welfare effects. Thank you.